Hello, it's vacation time, but still, learning should not stop. So here's a short story that you may enjoy during your vacation. This story is entitled How the World Was Created, a Panayan Story. One of the stories about the creation of the world, which the old folks of Panay, especially those living near the mountain, do not tire relating, tells us that in the beginning there was no heaven or earth, only a bottomless deep and a world of mist. Everything was shapeless and formless. The earth, the sky, the sea, and the air were all mixed up. Then, from the depths of the formless void, there appeared two gods, Tungkung Langit and Alunsina. Just where the two deities came from, it was not known. However, it is related that Tungkung Langit fell in love with Alunsina, and after so many years of courtship, they got married and had their abode in the highest realm of the eternal space, where the water was constantly warm and the breeze was forever cool. It was in this place where order and regularity first took place. Tungkung Langit was an industrious, loving, and kind God whose chief concern was how to impose order over the whole confused setup of things. He assumed responsibility for the regular cosmic movement. On the other hand, Alunsina was a lazy, jealous, and selfish goddess whose only work was to sit by the window of their heavenly home and amuse herself with her pointless thoughts. Sometimes she would go down from the house, sit down by a pool near their doorstep, and comb her long, jet black hair all day long. For months and months, he thought. His mind seemed pointless, his heart weary and sick. But he must have to do something about his loneliness. One day, while he was sailing across the regions of the clouds, a thought came to him. He would make a big basin of water below the sky so that he can see the image of his wife, if she were just somewhere in the regions above. And lo! The sea appeared. However, Alunsina was never seen. After a long time, the somber sight of the lonely sea irritated Tungkung Langit. So he came down to the middle world and created a land. Then he planted this with grasses, trees, and flowers. He took his wife's treasured jewels and scattered them in the sky, hoping that when Alunsina would see them, she might be induced to return home. The goddess's necklace became the stars, her comb the moon, and her crown the sun. However, despite all of this, Alunsina did not appear. Up to this time, the folks of Panay say that Tungkung Langit is alone in his palace in the skies. Sometimes he would cry out his pent-up emotions, and his tears would fall down upon the earth. The people say that rain is Tungkung Langit's tears, and that is why, in some localities in the islands of Panay, the first rain in May is received with much rejoicing and sacrifice. Incidentally, when it thunders hard, the fox also say that it is Tungkung Langit sobbing, calling for his beloved Alunsina to come back, and treating her so hard that his voice thunders across the fields and countryside. Thank you for watching!
Click subscribe here at Teacherrific.